am Shalini Ella, contesting as student representative of GS Cash for the year 2015-2017. At this very onset of the GS Cash election, I condemn the patriarchal attitude of the ABVP candidates who are spreading slander campaignings, patriarchal statement, sexist statement in the eve of this GS Cash elections. And my dear friends, it is not surprising that these statements are coming from a right-wing force, because very few days back we hear a minister from the Gujarat saying that the girls should not protest in the sunlight because they would become dark and that would affect their marriage prospect. I am a dark woman and I will continue my struggles and I will choose whomsoever I want. And no right-wing fascist movement has the power to stop me from doing it. My dear friends, when we are on what contest are we having this GS Cash election 2015? We are having this election at a time when we have got a Modi-led fascist government at the power. The neoliberal regimes that is being conducted by the Modi government is affecting the lives and livelihoods of the working class population across the country. At the same Modi government RSS wing, which is spreading communal hatred across the country, is creating caste oppression in each and every corner of the world. At this point, the common thing that unites the class exploitation, the caste oppression and the communal violence is patriarchy. And the woman across India is being affected by these various kinds of exploitation. Whether it be Ghar Wapasi or the rumors of love jihad being spread by the RSS, it is the women bodies which are the targets of their exploitation and of their power. From this platform, I condemn the genocides happened in Gujarat right in 2002. I condemn the raids happening every day now and then in various parts of the country. And my dear friends, it is high time that we should react to this. My dear friends, when these kinds of operations are happening, we can see that the women in India are not sitting quiet. They are organizing movements in each and across villages of the country. From Anganwadi workers movement, which starts from Punjab to Chhattisgarh to Haryana. From the movement of the woman in Tamil Nadu who is speaking against the caste discriminations. From the movement of women in Maharashtra who are speaking for their rights of the land. The women's movement is continuing in each and every corner of the world. They are not separate. They cannot, the patriarchal forces cannot stop or oppress the voices of the women. They are coming forward. They are uniting together. They are taking hold of the masses to fight against the patriarchal powers, assertion, right-wing assertions. At this contest, I believe that GS Cash elections become very important. And from this women's movement that I take inspiration, and it's the lessons that they teach them which help me to set the agenda for this GS Cash election. My dear friends, I'm a student that has been active here for the 3 years, and these are certain observations that I make about this campus. When I say about this campus, I think that whenever discussions come, it will be broadly divided into two: gender issues and non-gender issues. My dear friends, I think that all issue is a gender issue. There is a huge hostel crisis going on this campus. From this hostel crisis, let me ask you one thing. There's a huge disparity in the hostel allotment of men and women who are pursuing their PhD. Is this not a gender question? Again, when it comes to MCM and scholarships, many students are being affected by this. Is this not a question of gender justice? Is financial stability didn't allow or liberate the women to raise their voices against the patriarchy? And when it comes to neoliberal attacks on education, is this not a question on gender rights? With that, I'm moving forward. You know that for the past 4 years, from 2012 to 2015, there has been a tremendous backfall in the OPC, SC, ST reservation in this campus. Don't you think that the women from these deprived backgrounds should be given priorities and they should be encouraged to come to this university to study and pursue their higher education? Is this not a question of gender? Friends, when we are here in the JNU and Munirka is very near to us, we know that last year there has been continuous racial attacks happening on the Northeast girls as such. And we have to self-critically analyze our contribution in pressurizing the government to bring about the anti-racial bill in the parliament. And also, my dear friends, when I stand here today, I remember a GBM that happened in 2013, where the university come together after a tragic incident, and a resolution was passed for a gender module in the campus across all centers. May I ask you one question? Where is the gender module propaganda that we are carrying for? What happened to our JNU? What happened to our JNU's representatives? Why can't we simply come together, JNUSU, JNUTA and JSCAS representatives come together and make it a point that gender modules are being implemented in all the curriculum as such? And my dear friends, it is sad that there is a indiscriminate proportion of male and female ratio in all the centers in JNU. It is sad to say that, in many centers, the ratio of female to male is 1:20, 1:30. So shouldn't we talk about gender issue then? Yes, I think that all issues has a gender question in it and it should be addressed. So what is the solution ahead? The solution ahead is a broad-based struggle. The broad-based struggle where everyone will come together. The students, the teachers, the staff workers and karmacharis of the JNU will come together under the platform of GS Cash. Because I believe that, and I am strongly confirmed that, unlike one of my friends earlier went and told, it's an institution that has been formed by the relentless struggle of the student community in this campus, and it serves as a role model for the campuses across India to enhance and to strengthen the democratic nature of institution like GS Cash. From that, I believe that the GS Cash Gender Sensitization Committee Against Sexual Harassment has to expand its organic link across schools, across hostel. For that, I propose a GS Cash coordinator from every hostel committee who can work in coordination with GS Cash representatives so that more and more people will come in large numbers and attend the programs of GS Cash. Secondly, I also propose that a faculty member should be nominated from each center by the chairperson of that center to work in coordination with the GS Cash representative, so that there will be GS Cash workshops happening in our center as such. From that, I also believe that there is, in order to broaden the struggle of gender sensitization, it should reach to large number of people, and I believe that there should be notice boards for GS Cash, not only in hostel but also in places, because the sensitization should happen among students, among staffs, among teachers and everyone in this campus. And my dear friends, I also believe that this is the time when you have our freedoms of choice, of freedom of love are being affected severely. And I strongly propose that GS Cash should have a legal and counseling mechanism to assist all those individuals who are being victimized for their choice, for their freedom of choice, to choose their sexuality, to choose their partners, to choose their relationships. And from this platform, I believe that there should be an effective mechanism to check the intimate partner violence, because these days the intimate partner violence are increasing day by day in JNU. With that, I also feel that there should be a committee to check into the sexual harassment cases that are happening. From that platform, I also believe that there should be a coordination between the students and the karmacharis and the workers to prevent the implementation of sexual harassment of women at Workplace Act 2012. And also, I propose that there should be the struggle should be intensified, and GS Cash recommendation should be made binding, so that the GS Cash, there should not be any turn out of the recommendation, or there will be any turn out of GS Cash recommendation as such. From that, I also feel that there is a larger need to sensitize the student community of JNU about the LGBTIQ rights. For that, I propose there should be sensitization programs to all sections of the university, so that there will be all sections of the university as such, and there should be effective mechanism within the GS Cash to work in coordination with the activists and lawyers to fight against Section 377. With that, I also propose that the GS Cash committee should be more accountable to the student community. For that, I propose that there should be a report presented by the GS Cash representative at the end of every tenure to the student community, because if the student community who are giving the mandate to the student representatives and giving the mandate, they have a responsibility to report to students what they are doing in their tenure. Apart from that, I also suggest these kinds of reporting should take place not only from the student community but also from the representations of teachers community, also from the representation of workers community, so that the democratic nature of GS Cash will be strengthened in a much larger way. With this, I believe that GS Cash is for all. GS Cash is for the entire campus. GS Cash, to strengthen the democratic nature of GS Cash, we need to form a larger unity. We need to have greater participation among staffs, among karmacharis, among students, among each and every one of this university. Then only the dream of accomplishing the gender justice for which we have struggled all the way along from 1997 to 2015 will be accomplished. With that dream, I'm stopping my words, but do come. It's absolutely your freedom to choose, but exercise your right to vote, because we have to protect the democratic natures of GS Cash, for which we have always stood for. Lal Salam, Inqilab Zindabad, gender justice long live.